panlilinlang, paghihiganti, pagdurusa, pag-ibig, pagbabalik ng Ginoong inakalay patay na. Ginoong Ibarra, walang lihim na hindi nabubunyag.
Is always at your service. Kaya naman, ang feedback mo, suggestions nyo ay mahalaga sa amin to improve our programs on air and online. Para alam ni teacher yung strengths as well as the things in your mind na mas makatutulong sa mas effective na pagkatuto sa teleradyo. Please take time to send your feedbacks via Teleradyo Mu, which you can access by scanning the QR code on the right or typing the URL provided here, bit.ly/3ORVAY9. One more, this time you follow bit.ly/3ORVAY9. Kaya send your hashtag TBH o hashtag RT dito sa Teleradyo Mu, kung saan ang feedback mo, suggestions nyo ay mahalaga sa teleradyo.
Makinig, manood na sa teleradyo. Makinig, manood na sa teleradyo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Sa gitna ng mapanubok na panahon, magkahatid sa kakibat ay diskusyon. Sama-sama tayo, kahit magkalayo. Sa programang ito, tiyak ang pagkatuto. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
Hi, I'm Vanessa and welcome to Teleradyo Marcelo, ang telearalan ng mga malulenyo. I am very happy that you're here with me today to study another wonderful lesson in English. Also, we are going to tackle issue that truly exists in our society today. We will also study how to determine if a source is credible or not. So, are you ready? Then let us start. Remember that the main purpose of this video is to develop the target milk, which is judge the validity of the evidence listened to. And in order to master the target or assigned milk, our most essential learning competency, you must develop the following objectives. First, determine the relevance and the truthfulness of the ideas presented in the material viewed. Then, analyze the stand of the speaker based on the explicit statement made. And last, make generalizations. Some reminders before we start our lesson. First, turn off gadget or put it into silent mode. Next, listen and show respect to the teacher. Third, jot down important notes from the lesson. Fourth, pay attention to every detail of the lesson as you are expected to produce an output later. And number 5, of course, enjoy learning. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, if you're ready, so allow me to show you a short video clip.
The number of deaths that are being reported around the world is really shocking this late into a pandemic, when we have the tools at hand that can prevent infections, that can prevent those who are infected from spreading to others, and can prevent people from dying. The biggest ways in which we know can limit the spread is around our physical distancing. What we advise in every situation is taking a risk-based approach, because the situation globally is very different. The intensity of transmission is very different. At an individual level, we're asking everyone to know what your risk is through that activity and take measures to lower your risk. Practice your physical distancing, wearing a mask, avoid crowded spaces, make sure you have good ventilation if you're indoors, as simple as opening the windows if it's safe to do so. Practice respiratory etiquette, get a vaccine when it's your turn, avoid mass gatherings. We support countries in using this risk-based approach to take the decision about if an event can happen. This is for the Olympics, as well as for having a barbecue in your home. It depends on where you live. It depends on how much virus is circulating. It depends on if there are appropriate measures that could be put in place to have a plan for case detection, for early recognition, for caring of those individuals, for contact tracing, a good communication plan. It also matters about the vaccine allocation and vaccine rollout. Take measures to keep yourself safe, to minimize exposure to this virus and the virus variants, and make sure that you don't allow the virus to spread.
Did you understand the video? Great. Now let's have a comprehension check if you really did understand, okay? So I have some questions and you're going to answer them, okay? Let us start. Number 1. How many deaths have been caused by COVID-19 as of May 8, 2021, according to the video? Once again, how many deaths have been caused by COVID-19 as of May 8, 2021, according to the video? Okay, do you already have an answer? Let's see. According to World Health Organization, as of May 8, 2021, there were 3,264,143 recorded deaths in the world due to COVID-19. Imagine that big number. Number 2, list down the safety measures that were emphasized by Dr. Kirkhoff. Dr. Kirkhoff is the speaker of the video. So list down the safety measures mentioned in the video. Do you still remember? Okay, let's see if it's correct. Safety measures such as social distancing, wearing masks, avoiding crowded places, practicing respiratory etiquette, looking for good ventilation if it's safe, and get a vaccine if available were emphasized during the interview. Okay, number 3. What is a risk-based approach? Do you have an idea what a risk-based approach is? According to World Health Organization, in their recommendation to international travel in the context of COVID-19, this risk-based approach focuses on gathering information about community transmission and other related concerns in every nation so as not to overwhelm the health system capacity. Because there are hospitals that are not accepting patients anymore, right? So that is the bad news. Okay, next. Do you believe Now, do you believe in the information stated in the video? Do you believe is it convincing, and why? Why? Yes, because the video provided facts that will support the speaker's statements. Okay? 5. Cite statements given by a speaker which were supported by various sources. Do you still remember any evidence that support the speaker's statement? Let's see if your answer is similar to this answer. Dr. Kirkhoff said, the number of deaths that are being reported around the world is really shocking. Now, this statement is supported by the data from World Health Organization regarding the numbers of COVID-19 related deaths around the world. So, this is valid. Okay, another one. She mentioned that they supported countries in using the risk-based approach. Data regarding monthly COVID-19 cases was presented to back her up. Do you remember? Okay. So, were your answers correct? Very good. All right. So, did the pieces of evidence convince you? Okay. According to Davis Oldham, a professor in Shoreline Community College and the author of shoreline.edu, said that in giving information to audiences, it is necessary to back it up with valid evidence. Now, the word validity measures the truthfulness of information based on presented evidence. Meanwhile, evidence is the fact which will support the information presented and will determine if it is acceptable or valid. To validate evidence, first, you have to determine what the speaker or author is trying to point out in his or her statement. Then, look for the facts that support it. Next, determine whether the evidence is valid by answering these questions. Number 1, is the evidence sufficient? Is it enough to make the audiences agree with the information presented by the author or speaker? Number 2, is the evidence relevant? Will it really support what the author or speaker wants to prove in his or her statement? Number 3, is the evidence representative or typical? Does the evidence represent a larger group? Examples are surveys and polls, wherein the researchers use typical group of people as subjects to give information or to gain information about a chosen topic. Please take note that it is also very important to study the credibility of the author or speaker before you go to the process of evaluating evidence from a source. See if the author or speaker indicates references. Did you listen well to our lecture? Okay, so if yes, let's see. Let's have a quiz and let's see if you really did listen to our lecture. Okay, so activity 1, determine if each statement is true or false. Okay, let's start with number 1. Number 1, validity measures the truthfulness of information based on the number of audiences. Number 2, evidence aims to support the information provided by the author or speaker. Number 3, the credential of the author or speaker is not important in validating evidence. 4, audiences become interested in information supported by evidence. And number 5, identifying the speaker's point is the first step to validate the evidence. Okay? So let's check your answer. Let's start again with number 1. Validity measures the truthfulness of information based on the number of audiences. Is it true or false? The correct answer is false. Okay, why? Validity measures the truthfulness of information based on the evidences, okay, and not the number of audiences. Okay? Okay, next, number 2. Evidence aims to support the information provided by the author or speaker. Is it true or false? The correct answer is true. Okay. Number 3. The credential of the author or speaker is not important in validating evidence. Is it true or false? The correct answer is false. Credential is important. The credential of the speaker or author is very important in determining if a statement is valid or not valid. Okay, next, number 4. Audiences become interested in information supported by evidence. So the correct answer in number 4 is true. Number 5. Identifying the speaker's point is the first step to validate the evidence. Is it true or false? Okay, so the correct answer is true. Did you get all the items correctly? Okay, very good. So let's have another quiz, okay? For this activity, I want you to write whether the statement states fact or opinion, okay? Again, all you need to do is to write whether the statement states fact or opinion. Let's start with number 1. COVID-19 vaccines are developed quickly because of its urgency. Number 2. Pneumonia vaccines can prevent COVID-19. 3. Eating spicy food can prevent and cure coronavirus. Number 4. Heat and humidity can stop the spread of COVID-19. 5. COVID-19 vaccine may cause rare severe side effects. 6. Mosquito bites spread COVID-19. Okay, number 7. Hot baths do not prevent COVID-19. 8. Antibiotics can treat or prevent COVID-19. 9. The only way to get affected by COVID-19 is to follow the protocols. And number 10. Social media always give factual news. Okay, so were you able to answer all the items? Okay, let's see if your answer is correct. Let's start with number 1. COVID-19 vaccines are developed quickly because of its urgency. Is it fact or opinion? Okay, so the correct answer is fact. Okay, next, number 2. Pneumonia vaccines can prevent COVID-19. Is it fact or opinion? Okay, so the correct answer is opinion. Okay, next, number 3. Eating spicy food can prevent and cure coronavirus. Is it fact or opinion? Correct answer is opinion. Okay, next, number 4. Heat and humidity can stop the spread of COVID-19. The correct answer is opinion. Number 5. COVID-19 vaccine may cause rare severe side effects. Correct answer in number 5 is fact. Okay, good. Next, Number 6, mosquito bites spread COVID-19. Correct answer is opinion. Okay, next, number 7, hot baths do not prevent COVID-19. What is the answer? Fact. Okay, next, number 8, antibiotics can treat or prevent COVID-19. What do you think is the answer? It's opinion. Okay, next, number 9, the only way to get affected by COVID-19 is to follow the protocols. Is it fact or opinion?
The correct answer is opinion.
Social media always give factual news. Fact or opinion? Answer is opinion. Okay? So let me just give you additional information. The World Health Organization, or WHO, released the facts about COVID-19 to correct the misconceptions and rumors that give fake news and false hopes to people around the world. So these are the following. Okay, number 1. COVID-19 vaccines are developed quickly because of the urgency, but they underwent a strict international standard just like any other medicines. So vaccines help protect the body from certain diseases. They may use minor, short-term side effects while body adjusts to it. So more severe side effects are possible, but they are extremely rare. There were clinical trials done for volunteers from diverse areas, race, age, and gender, including people with underlying health conditions, to ensure that the vaccines are safe and effective to everyone before they are distributed worldwide. Vaccine cannot be given at home, and it should only be done by experts like doctors and nurses. Number 2, drinking alcoholic beverages will not prevent or cure COVID-19, but too much or excessive intake can increase health problems instead. Okay. Number 3, consuming too much bleach, disinfectant, alcohol, and methanol are dangerous and will not prevent COVID-19 either. They are poisonous, so do not spray or on your body, and they should only be used to disinfect surfaces, okay? Number 4, eating garlics and hot peppers do not prevent or cure COVID-19. There is no evidence that it will protect people, though they are healthy food that may kill some microbes. Number 5, heat and humidity do not stop the spread of COVID-19. Okay, antibiotics cannot treat or prevent COVID-19. They work only against bacteria and not viruses. Number 7, hot baths do not prevent COVID-19. And no matter how hot your bath is, your body temperature is still the same. So extremely hot waters can cause burns. Okay, number 8, pneumonia vaccines do not prevent COVID-19. As well, for this coronavirus is so new and different that needs its own medicine. Number 9, regularly rinsing your nose with saline salt and water solution does not prevent COVID-19 or even other respiratory infections. Okay, number 10, house flies and especially the mosquito bites do not spread COVID-19. It is spread through droplets produced when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks. It can also spread if you touch an infected surface and then touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. Okay, so did you learn something from our list of facts, okay, about COVID-19? I hope that you did get a perfect or high score in the previous activities. Now, don't forget to pass your scores to your respective teacher in English together with our next activity. So I'm going to give you 2 more activities. I want you to pass all of them, including your scores from the previous activities to your respective teacher in English, okay? So I want you to study this infographic and share your thoughts about it by composing a 5 to 10 sentences paragraph or 5 to 10 sentence paragraph. Make sure to provide the sources for reference and validity. Okay? So these are the criteria for checking your work. These are the criteria. Okay, so first topic sentence. So if it's clearly, we will evaluate if your topic sentence is clearly stated and it presents only one main idea. How about for supporting details? So interesting and descriptive examples and details with explanations that relate to the topic are included. So, and then for factual organization of ideas, truthful, it should be truthful, logical progression of ideas. It should have logical progression of ideas. For style, should be clear, or it should have clear sentences with varied structures and precise word choices. For mechanics, so consistent standard English usage, spelling, and punctuation. Okay. Now, lastly, you're going to make a reflection of today's lesson using the guide question. How will you apply this skill that you learned today to your daily life? Okay. Are my instructions clear to you? Great. So that's it for today. I hope that you did learn from my video lesson. So once again, let me remind you that you're going to submit all your works to your respective teacher in English, okay? And there you have it. Thank you. And again, this is Mom Vanessa. Stay safe and healthy and have a great day. Goodbye.
Pagtataksil, panlilinlang, paghihiganti, pagdurusa, pag-ibig, pagbabalik ng ginoong inakalay patay na. Ginoong Ibarra, walang lihim na hindi nabubunyag.
Is always at your service. Kaya naman, ang feedback mo, suggestions nyo ay mahalaga sa amin to improve our programs on air and online. Para alam ni teacher yung strengths as well as the things in your mind na mas makatutulong sa mas effective na pagkatuto sa teleradyo. Please take time to send your feedbacks via Teleradyo Mu, which you can access by scanning the QR code on the right or typing the URL provided here, bit.ly/3ORVAY9. One more, this time you follow bit.ly/3ORVAY9. Kaya send your hashtag TBH o hashtag RT dito sa Teleradyo Mu, kung saan ang feedback mo, suggestions nyo ay mahalaga sa Teleradyo.
Makinig, manood, nasa teleradyo. Makinig, manood, nasa teleradyo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo. Sa gitna ng mapanubok na panahon, magkahatid sa kaakibat ay diskusyon. Sama-sama tayo.